Hi again, this is Kaya from Ventura Healing Center, quickly shooting out a video to reach out to you and talk to you about something that came up for me today. I mean, I know last time when I shot that video, I was talking more about like focusing on the positive, focusing on the sunshine. But the rain is also a possibility. And, rain, even if there's 3% chances of rain, there is literally 3% chances of rain. So let's not omit that and not touch it or talk about it. Um, there is a lot of what ifs out there. So people are coming from fear and greed, and that is why all the hoarding is going on out there. And I have spoken about it. So I said it now and that's it. I won't talk about it, but I will talk about another thing. It's your boundaries. It's your personal boundaries. And right now we are talking about social distancing. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, and they said they could not have a concert somewhere because you can't have more than 50 people and all these rules, so it is creating a new normal for ourselves. Like my roommate just came home and she said, are the stores open? Can we go buy stuff? And I said, there's enough at home, just come home. There's enough. And we took a stock of everything, and we really found that we had enough to last us for 2 weeks. So we didn't have to go out shopping. And that was a good thing. So, but let's talk about those 3% chances of rain. So today I watched a video in which one man, he said he was at the beach, and he said, I'm at the beach and I don't worry about these things because there's no doorknob I have to touch. So my question to him would be like, yes, you're in the beach, but after some time, the first place you will want to go to is a bathroom, and there will be a doorknob. And when you touch that, what then? So it's not that I'll tell you don't touch a doorknob, but be careful when you're touching the doorknob. So it's things like this. So when we think about like what if it happens, what if it doesn't happen, you have to always think about both of those. So it is really about your boundaries. And where does compassion end and boundary begin? And where does boundary end and compassion begins? So here is something that came up for me that was crucial for me. So I'm just sharing it with you. Because boundary is where you take care of yourself, and compassion is where you take care of the other. So let that sink in, and I'll repeat myself. Boundaries are for you to take care of yourself, and compassion is where you are working hard at taking care of someone else. So somewhere in between that, taking care of someone else and taking care of yourself, your reality is at any moment, just like mine is. And there is a Zen proverb that I once heard, which said that when I am love, I know I'm everyone. And when I'm wise, I know I'm no one. So somewhere in between being everyone and being no one, I exist at any moment in time. So just leave you with that. So focus on something that could also happen. You might be young, strong, healthy, with a great active lifestyle, with a great immune system, and all that is good. But life still happens, and let's never forget that. So when things happen to someone else, it is also, if you believe in love, if you practice love actively, and not just use it as a lip service, then when someone else hurts, you hurt too. Because that's what happens for me. And when some good things happen to others, when I came to America, I used to hear people say, good for you. And I'd be like, what does that mean, good for you? Because if something good happens to me, don't you feel good about it? Why do you say good for you? But there are all these nuances, these figure of speeches in a different culture that you get used to it. But when you come from outside, you hear them the first time and you wonder about it. So if someone says, oh, I survived this, or I got through this and I didn't get this, just say a prayer, and still feel compassion, because you have to feel compassion. I used to tell my children when they were little, ASAP means always say a prayer. So always say a prayer. It never hurts. If you think, I don't want to pray because I'm not religious, I'm not spiritual, I'm an atheist, it doesn't matter. You can, when you tell someone good morning, you are saying a prayer. You're wishing them a good morning. When you say good evening or good night, or even hello or hi or how are you, it's like you expect a response from them, and whatever is that response is a blessing for you. So if you start looking at stuff like that, then it's okay to be safe. and also okay to sometimes be safe, you know. I mean, we should all be safe all the time. And that's my wish for you today, is to focus on where boundaries and compassion, where do they bridge for you at any instant, at any interaction, in any conversations. So I'll leave you with that. And then I'll see you next time when inspiration strikes. All right, take care of yourself, your loved ones, and be well. You're awesome. Bye.